Let's make caramelized onion dip. It's creamy and delicious with caramelized onions, cheese, and spices. Let's get started. First, I'm going to slice up 2 of these large sweet onions. I'm going to try a new method that's supposed to take 10 minutes, so I'm setting a timer because I think it'll take longer. In a large pan over medium heat, add 2 tablespoons of neutral oil. This is grapeseed oil. When that's hot, add the sliced onions. Sprinkle 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda over the onions. Stir continuously until browned and caramelized. While the onions are cooking, I'll tell you a little story. 40 years ago, my mom wrote a cookbook. She wrote this book while my sister and I were still in school and we were living in Minnesota. She gave this cookbook to us girls and all of our relatives and any of my friends that wanted one. She drew all the illustrations and inserted little jokes here and there. What I didn't know at the time was that she was dying. She had been diagnosed with cancer. It was treatable, but likely not survivable. She wanted to leave our family's favorite recipes with my sister and I so that we could make them and remember her after she was gone. But she never told us this. I remember her making all these recipes and we had to test them and give our rating. And any that we didn't like, she wouldn't put in the book. So these are truly our favorites. This onion dip recipe is based off a similar recipe in her book, but I've modernized it. Just checking in on the time, it's been 10 minutes so far. When you start to see some brown bits on the bottom of the pan, add a little bit of water and scrape that up. And if you're still with me, I can share that my idea is to take her recipes and modernize them, make them more from scratch, and clean them up. My mom, bless her heart, liked to use canned soup and packets of taco seasoning and onion soup mix in her recipes, and I'm just not into that. So I hope you'll stick around because I'll be doing a lot more of these recipe makeovers. These look like they're close to done. Okay, that took 17 minutes from heating up the pan until done. I think if I had sliced them thinner, it would have gone faster. Before I remove the onions from the heat, I'll add in about 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt and stir that in. They smell fantastic. Now let's make this dip. In a food processor or high-speed blender, add 2 cups of cottage cheese. Add in the onions. 1/4 cup room temperature cream cheese. And here are the spices. Pause to read. 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, thyme, parsley, celery salt, paprika, 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper, and some kosher salt. Blend until smooth and then scrape down the sides and continue blending until completely mixed. If you like a chunkier dip, blend everything without the onions and then add the onions at the end and just pulse until you get the texture that you like. Let's taste it and see if it needs more salt or anything. It tastes great, so I'm just going to blend it a bit more. That looks pretty perfect to me. This dip is great with veggies or chips. I'm going to taste test it with some Old Dutch Ripple chips, a classic Canadian brand. Okay, I'm going in. I've got a chip in each hand like a demented monkey. Oh my God, so good. Damn, it's so good. This is my breakfast, by the way. The texture is just what I wanted. If you learned anything from this video, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. You can find the full printable recipe on my website. I'm going to keep stuffing my face, but here's a couple more videos I think you'll like. Thanks for watching.